You want to know about a tequila that many of us can't afford, me included? Well, this is the Fuenteseca 7-year 2005 84 proof reserva. They're calling it añejo because there was no XA category yet. It's really an extra añejo, and let me tell you about it. So this is the Fuenteseca Reserva, 7-year, okay? You really can't go wrong with this. I've had only a few sips in the past. I'm going to try it right now. It's been many years since I've tried it. They come out every few years with this. I just got back from the barrel room up at Fuenteseca, visiting with the man himself, Enrique Fonseca, who's the barrel master and the genius behind Fuenteseca, the man who's been doing the greatest creative barreling for many, many years now. We were just up there at his barrel room in Los Altos while we were with the Tequila Matchmaker out of the free tour. Thank you, Scarlett and Grover. And we were with wonderful people like Sergio Mendoza from Don Fulano and his uncle Enrique, people like Andres Moran and guys like that who gave us these beautiful gifts to go home with. So this came from that tour that I was just on. This is something I wouldn't normally be able to afford myself, and maybe many of you wouldn't as well. I just looked it up on the internet tonight, and this is the 2005 now. You know, you're seeing prices from $300 up to $600. It's unbelievable for something like this. So, you know, I have my price limits. I basically don't go over $235. That's my, protest thing with these ridiculous prices as of late. So that's pretty much where I cut it off. But this is a really nice gift from them, and I wanted to thank them, and I want you guys to know about it. This is sort of like you can't take it with you if you have something like this, because I'm opening it. I'm not, what am I going to do? Look at it? But I want to let you guys know about it. And for those that can afford it, if you see it for a good price, you might want to check it out. I understand it's great. I remember tasting it, and I loved it years ago. We did reviews on the other products from Fuenteseca. And so we're going to give this a try. This comes from Tequila. That's 1146 in the Valley. That's where the distillery is. But the agaves are all from Los Altos. Just like other brands in the Valley, they like to go uptown to get their agaves. And that's what Fuenteseca does. That's what Don Fulano does. That's what, Arte Nam and all the other brands that are made at 1146. It's what they do. And we were there, and that's a beautiful barrel room. And what a great presentation with Enrique. I mean, that man is unbelievable. He taught us how maturation, aging, actually starts in the field, in the agave fields. I mean, the guy is like the agave whisperer. He can look at them. He knows what's going on down below. It's like he knows which ones to pull and when. You don't go by time. You don't say, 6-year, 8-year agaves. No. You go, and sometimes you have to just go by knowledge, He knows when they're ready. And what an interesting presentation. It was with the whole gang. Sergio and him were just wonderful. The things they told us and taught us, it was phenomenal. What a beautiful facility. And they're going to build a distillery up there in Los Altos. So Fuenteseca / Don Fulano, and maybe all the rest, they're going to have like 2 distilleries, one in the Valley and one in Los Altos eventually. But their facility up in Los Altos was just like a distillery. I mean, the barrel room is insane. So these are Los Altos agaves, like I'm saying, okay, when Enrique feels they're ready. This is low-pressure autoclave. That's how they cook it. They do a combination of screw milling and shredder roller. They do open-air fermentation. And they do double distillation in copper for this. No column still on this. And no additives, all right? This 2005 is double barrel aged. They took 80% of the distillate and they put it into used American white oak barrels that previously had California red wine. And then they took the other 20% and they were done in dark French oak barrels. So again, we saw the barrel room. Phenomenal. Tremendous barrel room. Nice and cool down there, subterranean they call it. I believe it's up at, 3,800 feet elevation. It's such a cool situation. And as you know, when you get into extra añejos and stuff like that, they have to be barrels that are no larger than 600 liters. So that's how this was made, and we're going to give this a try. Oh my goodness. And I wanted to thank the guys. The generosity from them was just unbelievable. The things they gave us, the knowledge was the most valuable, and then the going away parting gifts were phenomenal. Look at the color on something like this. My goodness. Wow. Enrique Fonseca taught us so much. The man does not do a lot of public engagements. We were very blessed and honored to have Grover pull us off, where he came and spoke with us for hours, hung out with us. The man is unbelievable. Just a wealth of knowledge. And an interesting thing is, it does say extra añejo on this label, okay? But you'll notice tequila's back in 2005, and previously, a lot of times they said añejo or extra aged. There was no category for extra añejo to 2006. Just something for you to know. But this guy already had it listed on there. And again, it's high proof, 84 proof. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So again, if you have the money for something like this, this is a real treat. And it would be something that would be, you know, really held in high esteem for special occasions. The sherry and the leather and the cigar and the spice and the fruit. Oh man, the citrus, maybe some orange and lemon type of thing going on in here. There's actually sweet, you want to say cooked agave, and after 7 years, if it's there, I don't know how Enrique can pull it off, but I think he did. Oh my goodness, just a little vanilla and caramel, which is right up my alley. I don't like too much of that, but the oak is there. Cherry from, you know, the French. Oh my goodness, this has had a tremendous nose. Like I say, pepper and tobacco and leather. Wow, this is really, really nice. This is the 7-year Fuenteseca Reserva Extra Añejo from 2005 now. I was imagine each time they do a run, it might be slightly different. Wow. Wow. Like roasted nuts. Wow. Like the honey, the sweetness, the fruit, the leather, the caramel and vanilla. My goodness, this is tremendous. This is really, really good. It's well worth the price in my opinion. I just wish I had it to buy some of this. But in all honesty, this is a special treat type of thing. I mean, I was seeing prices, you know, depending on the year. You know, a lot of them were the newer years, and they were like starting at $215. But as you got to the older ones, you started going up $300, $400, $500. I even saw $600. But something like this, if you can get it for $400, maybe $400 or $500 on a deal somewhere, and it's a special occasion or something, you might really want it. Like you're even getting prune now, raisin. Oh my God, like a fig. There's so much going on in here. This is really, really tremendous. And I want to thank them again for their hospitality that day just a few weeks ago, for the knowledge they gave me and for the gifts. And it was just a wonderful time meeting them all. I want to thank you all. And Fuenteseca Reserva, you want to check this stuff out. This is special extra añejo. This is no joke. This is something you might want to look into, especially if you could afford it. I would be giving something like this a 89 on Tequila Matchmaker. So this is Lou Agave from Long Island Lou Tequila. Fuenteseca Reserva 2005 Extra Añejo. Fantastic.